So, yes, last session we picked up with you on the edge of this sort of not quite river, sort of a sort of relatively large stream in the forest, where just moments ago you had been looking up further up the stream and following it through the forest and seen nothing there. And then all of a sudden there was a large wooden dwelling, a sort of hut, but a relatively large one on the other side of this river, which mere moments ago had not been there. Very quickly, your sort of party made their way across and sort of scouted around the area a little bit, had a look around, didn't see any kind of obvious signs of life. There was just this sort of well-maintained wooden dwelling. There was a door you could see, as well as one small sort of not glass window, but just like an opening, like a portal, and sort of looked into it, and inside which the only thing visible was a single chair in the room, had a green cloak sort of hanging on the back of the chair. At which point Darius attempted to open the door to go inside, and you found yourselves in the familiar, both in terms of location, but also in terms of moment or sort of time. You were back in the Stag and Dove Tavern, seemingly on the first evening that you had been in town in Pear Trees. All around the tavern were some of the various people you've seen and met around town. You also saw one of the Harold, the gentleman who was on the train with you, the lightning rail into town on that first morning. Very odd atmosphere. And quite quickly, things went from just odd and out of place to sort of actively disconcerting or horrifying. Just the five of you were sat around this table, the five core members of the party, until you became aware of the other three versions, these echoes, as they've sort of become to be known as, were also sat in the tavern. Each of them unclothed, the same way you had found them, beneath the grain stores. And each of them, despite being in this public tavern entirely unclothed, they weren't reacting, and nor were the people in the tavern either. At one point, Kasha had attempted to leave the tavern, and you all found yourself sat back at the table again at the same moment. We then had some escalating tensions as Kasha confronted the mayor, Eddie Fastfoot, who, as he was speaking to you, the button from his waistcoat had fallen off, the same one which Darius had killed him with one day ago. And then, as he was talking to you, he had this hole in his head, the wound where Darius had done this, but seemed to be entirely unaware and not reacting to it, even as he was sort of speaking to you normally. Again, Kasha, in the sort of escalating tensions, attacked the mayor. And again, you were just unable to escape this loop or this memory or this whatever the situation was, until eventually the room kind of the sort of logistics of the room opened up, and the walls kind of moved away and shrunk away and left your party in the middle of the room, where you were speaking to Marta, the owner of the tavern, who spoke briefly about you having doomed the citizens of Pear Trees from what you had done with the crystals below the grain store. And this still didn't stop Kasha in particular, who grabbed and broke Marta's arm to very little reaction again. And Kasha again going in, attacking Marta, and this time a sort of reveal and surprise as Kasha was sort of stood over attacking Marta, then actually turning Kasha's attention towards Adsalor, as the two of them sort of began to grow some tension between them. On the other side of Kasha, as Adsalor was looking, was this large 9-foot tall purple creature who was kind of essentially made up of what looked to be sort of faces, and you could see some of the faces of the people around town that you have met kind of reflecting and sort of showing up in like the shoulder and the arms and the chest of whatever this creature was. Very quickly we ended up into combat. This creature certainly very quickly picked up on this. Some of the members of the party, and Darius, through some recall knowledge, able to identify that this creature was kind of manipulating fate and luck and probabilities around you. In particular, at one point, it seemed to be able to kind of take your own luck and use it against you. Halloran, unfortunately, rolling a natural 20 at one point, which was taken from him and used against him by this creature, who sent Halloran down and unconscious, down dying, eventually saved only by heroic recovery at the last moment. Phelan also experienced a similar situation where this creature stole one of their own die rolls against them. As the session ended, we had an unconscious but stable Halloran failing down at dying 2, having gone down to a crit hit, and this creature kind of stood over Phelan's body. Darius is invisible currently, sort of slightly northwards on the map. Kasha, Adsalor, and the skeleton that was sort of being cast and summoned by Darius still up and fighting this creature, which was where he left things. So, most importantly, let's give everybody hero points to start off with, because it might get some of you out of a pickle, who knows. So we were picking up at the top of round 7, and it was Kasha's turn.
Okay. Next to Halloran. Oh, Phelan's down as well. Slaw's not feeling good. Where is it? Oh, 35 feet away. Why could you not be 5 feet closer? What spells have I got left? Yeah, so Asher had been running over to try and get to Halloran and had kind of not got there quick enough and pretty much watched him die, although he didn't at the last second. But having got there, is it better to perform? Okay. So she looks around. She looks over, seeing Adsalor looking injured as well, and then she looks at the range of 30 feet emanation. That's not going to work. Okay, so what she will do instead is she reaches down to Halloran and first of all casts a 2-action heal.
Nice.
With second rank, or no, first rank. There we go. Cast the spell. I don't know if I've actually selected anyone. Right. So, if someone can apply that to Halloran. And then she also, if I can do it, I believe I can do battle medicine. And I think that's a single action.
Yes, it is. It is.
Which feels action economy slightly broken, but I'm not going to complain.
All the healing.
So
yeah,
she
limit on how often you can do it.
Yeah. So she selects Halloran. And then,
as a brief reminder, Halloran's scythe is still up here, adjacent to the skeleton.
oh yeah, that's kind of his problem. I've got. I'm getting. I can. I need to select only one character. Maybe I've got myself selected as well. How do you unselect everyone?
It's left click for me, but I think by default you have to like left click and drag as if you were like selecting just an empty area. I think.
All right. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Well, I think. In which case, I've just got one person selected. Do that. Treat wounds. It's saying you need to select exactly one token as healer. So I don't know.
There's a difference between selected and targeted. You are targeting Halloran. Then to select yourself, you would click on yourself. I think that.
Do I need to select myself to?
Because you have multiple characters, I think it might do that.
Okay.
Try it and see.
Treat wounds. No, you need to select exactly one token
okay.
as the healer.
I'll run it for you now for quick.
Yeah,
then
we'll try that. Yeah.
What on earth?
So then. Oh, then I want to roll. Have you just wound that back, or was that happen to be 15 damage as well?
No, yeah, sorry, yeah, that's me. I did something by mistake. Yes.
Yeah. Still trying to treat wounds, and it's still not letting me actually do it.
That's cool. Hang on.
It's the treat wounds. It won't let me roll.
That is because you apparently don't have a healer's toolkit.
Oh, I don't need one because I have nature's healing. I can use I can use medicine.
Yeah. Why? That's weird. Give me one brief moment.
Yeah.
Because I think when this has happened for you before, it worked for me, but now it's also not working for me.
Yeah.
One moment. Let me just dig in something in the console quick.
I think the only downside of me using nature is that I can't use my assurance on it.
That should work. Hang on. Where did you say you don't need a healer's toolkit? Natural medicine lets you use nature instead of medicine for the check, but I can't see anything that says you don't need a healer's toolkit.
Was it? Okay, maybe that's something else.
That's cool.
I will that.
I'm also
Let's assume that's
sheet to see quick.
Not. Oh, I could have used Doctor's Visitation as well. No, I can't find it either. So maybe I do. I'm sure it's something. Not needing a toolkit. Plant empathy. Section X. No, I can't find it either.
Yeah, no, having a quick run through, I can't see anything.
In which case, in which case, I think Halloran got the healer's toolkit on him.
Possibly.
Halloran, you got a healer's toolkit?
Does indeed.
Yeah, in that case, I will use my last action to take the healer's toolkit off him, so I can use it next time.
Nice. There you go. I've moved that over to your sheet. So I assume Halloran can't really stop you right now.
He's conscious. I healed him
that is
first.
true. Yeah, I guess Halloran, you can stop him if you want.
I do not. I'm fine with that.
That's fine. Okay. Cool. All right. And yeah, I'll have a look through your character sheet properly later, Phil. But I can't see anything immediately. Axelor.
That is me.
Yes.
Potentially a rogue choice.
Fireball.
I'm just gonna take multiple movement actions to run over here,
Okay.
and then do my third action to recall knowledge on this guy.
Sure. You're 5 feet further than you could move there, by the way. If you want to do
Oh, yeah.
2 movements, but yeah.
Oh yeah, it's 25 feet, not 30, isn't it?
It is. And then that was a...
Yeah, I just want recall knowledge.
Oh, yeah, recall knowledge. Yeah, you did say that. Cool. Let me find the sheet for this dude quick. There. Yeah, you sort of take a step back. You've been studying this creature. You've already sort of marked it as your prey. So you've been reading it quite closely and sort of taking it. You're certainly aware of some of the various effects around it as is. And yeah, you sort of try to sort of pick up on anything that you've sort of seen so far. Something that Darius said last session and pointed out himself when he used recall knowledge. He mentioned that essentially these creatures, these sort of manipulators of fate, if you at any point, if you're able to kind of get luck on your side of fate, on your side essentially by getting essentially a critical result against this creature despite its manipulation, would kind of end that manipulation ability entirely. And nobody in your party's managed to do that quite so far. You've got some hits on it around a few members of the party, but no one's managed to get that critical hit to kind of trigger Darius's information that he shared previously. However, having watched it, seen the way it interacts, and also choosing sort of some of your own sort of knowledge, etc., you come to realise what Darius told you is absolute bollocks. That is not true in any way. However, having seen the way it's been acting so far, and also the way, again, just like from your own sort of knowledge and experience and your own sort of learnings, it's actually quite the opposite from what Darius claimed. Rather than you needing to get a strong result or a lucky result against it to sort of counteract its ability, that's happening constantly. Every time it manipulates fate around you, it becomes less lucky itself. And through your own knowledge or memories, or maybe things you may have forgotten if you have taken a break during the combat, some of the various results and hits from the party that have been hits, other people have rolled the same or higher earlier in this combat and failed against this creature. It seems the more it manipulates your fate, the easier it becomes for you to hit it and damage it and kind of affect it back.
Seems reasonable.
And
I'm not at all suspicious of you.
well, it sounds like either Darius got a critical failure on his recall knowledge, or you did. Who knows? Yeah, and also one piece of mechanical information of your choice.
Can I ask to know of any mechanical reductions to damage it has?
Yes, yeah, in terms of resistances. So you can, with resistances, you have two choices. You can have all resistances without a value, or you can have one resistance with a value.
So it's specifically, I can ask for resistances, not abilities that reduce damage.
Yes. Unless
Damn.
it had an ability. But yes, it doesn't seem to.
Then, but didn't... Oh, well, wasn't it? I think it was Darius that asked about resistances before.
Darius
was
asked
told
about
it had none.
Darius asked about weaknesses.
Okay, well then I will ask about resistances. Just general, does it have any?
Yes, that's cool. Yes, it is resistant to all damage except for force, ghost touch, vitality, and it has double resistance against non-magical damage.
Brilliant. Can I shout this loud enough to travel 60 feet?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
I will do so.
Yeah, so it has some amount of resistance to all damage, and whatever that value is doubled if the damage is not magical damage. And just on a mechanical level, any weapons that have any kind of runes on them, they do deal magical damage. I believe at least everyone's got at least one weapon with a rune. Halloran, it's your turn. You are back to consciousness.
Yeah.
You don't currently, however, I think, have a magical weapon.
Yeah. Okay.
Kasha has the staff. If you want to take the staff off me.
Where is the weapon? Is there a way to put a mark on the map? Was that correct?
Yes, I can. It was in this space
Right.
alongside the skeleton. I will as seems to be becoming traditional, I'll throw a bird there because that seems to be my go-to.
Yeah, bird's good. I think.
Or not, because apparently I deleted the bird when I was cleaning up my actors tab, so there's a skunk.
That's all good. Perfect.
Wow.
Phelan is not dead, right?
Unconscious, dying too.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. I think what I might actually do is sort of, I'm still on the ground, but like come to, look around, notice Phelan next to me, and just reach out a hand, and cast Lay on Hands.
Nice.
I hope you're not undead. That'd be very bad if you are.
It's a good time to
I'm
find
not
out.
sure or not. Yeah.
Are you undead, Phelan?
I don't think so. No.
You're not. You are not.
Why is it heightened? It's heightened because I'm level 4, right?
Yes, yeah. So
Yeah, cool,
focus spells, similar to cantrips, just get auto heightening. Yeah.
Cool. All right, I'll do that, and then I'm gonna have a quick look in my. I don't have any healing other than that, so I can cast it again on myself or on Phelan. I think, given where my weapon is, I could take it, but down the up is the whole action in this game, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Because it used to in D&D, it's half an action, right?
Yeah.
Like half
half your
yeah,
movement, wasn't it? I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's annoying. So I didn't want to move 5 feet. Oh well. All right.
You can move while downed. You can like crawl essentially. If you're just looking to get 5 feet of movement.
Yeah, but I want to stand up again afterwards.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
It's all good. Give me a second. Sorry.
That's good.
Yeah, I guess. Actually, if you're offering the staff, I'll take it off of you and use it to stand up.
Hand it over.
As long as you haven't, it's not going to affect you, right?
No, it just means I won't use it, but that's fine. Got to work out how to. Didn't work. Oh, yeah, it did. It's trying to trade
Yeah.
with you at the moment.
Yeah, I've accepted the offer. So weird. The X button is the button that says
Yeah,
accept the offer.
it is very weird. It feels like a trap, doesn't it?
See, I've never
Yeah.
seen that pop up because the GM just bypassed
Yeah.
it. So what is it? The X is accept, is it?
Yeah, there's an
yeah.
X, and you have to click it to turn it into a tick, but it just doesn't
Nice.
feel right.
That sounds
Yeah.
like great UI.
I will. I said I'll use it to stand up. It's not equipped because that's officially an action. I'm not going to steal an action and cheat. But yeah, I will stand up.
Yeah.
And then
Isn't
some,
the same
stood
as
up.
you're drawing it from me. Surely it's equipped.
I'm fine with the handing of it being equipped. I think that seems fine. You're not pulling it. Yeah. I'm okay with this. Yeah.
To be fair, it has arrived on my character sheet equipped, so
Makes it better.
make of that what you will. Yeah, I will use it to stand up then, and I will. Oh no, yeah, no, I will, and then I will look at the dude and sort of do the whole like Captain America, is that what we've got type thing. Try to draw
Do
a bit
this
of
all
heat
day
away
as long
from,
as someone heals me.
yeah, try and draw a bit of heat away from Phelan, and then I'm done.
Okay. Phelan, you are also back to consciousness. You are prone currently, though.
Okay. It's one action to get up, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll stand up. Move back.
Before you do, is there anything you want to get
Oh.
before you run away?
Oh, is it an action to pick up my gun?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just grab my gun and run. Oh, I need to press the... Oh, okay. No, never mind, don't worry. Yeah.
All
that's my
good?
phone.
Okay. Okie dokie. So, on the creature's turn. Feels bad, but you definitely taunted him, so I guess. Remember his sheet quick is that, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, this creature kind of meets your taunt as you sort of taunt it, as you sort of get back up holding the staff as well, Halloran. It takes a step down towards you, and as it steps towards you, in the sort of, not even like its upper chest, almost in its stomach, you see the face sort of appear of Mayor Eddie Fastfoot again, and this time, as this creature sort of stands over you and stands sort of 3 times your height, as you're only a halfling alongside it, the mayor sort of taunts at you and says, "You were so close to dying, like you left me." And you see he sort of looks at you with this sort of anger, and the face just sort of fades back into the body of this creature as it swings, just as sort of swipes its hands across you. Which is a hit. For 18 damage.
Are you for real? Oh my god, that was so much damage. I thought I could at least soak up a few hits. Jeez.
Does
And that's
Halloran
worse. I needed to get the healing.
And then with its last action, it sees as Phelan sort of runs away. It sort of walks over, swipes and sort of smashes at Halloran, who drops down unconscious. And then out of like the shoulder, the mayor's head appears again out of the shoulder and looks and goes, "That one as well, getting away!" And it throws the hand over in your direction, Phelan. And will hit you for 9 damage. And Phelan, can I get a will save from you, please? Cormac?
Yeah?
Can I get a will save from you?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear my name.
Yeah, you just got hit, dude, yeah.
Sorry. There we go.
Nice. You get hit, you take the damage, and you are also stunned too.
Oh, fun.
Darius, you are invisible.
I'm gonna sneak forward a little bit, like here.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then sorry, is it magic attacks and bludgeoning that does damage, or is it something different?
So
I got shouted at.
it's resistance to all damage. It's got double resistance to non-magical damage. So it's resistant to everything, but magic is definitely better than non-magic.
Okay. I will cast this one. Oh shit! Screens.
Oh, that's the point. Yes, I've just start your turn as well. You've got summon undead at the minute. If you want, you can sustain that to keep it up again. But it takes one action to do that.
Okay, I won't move.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
sustain that.
Yeah.
So one action. I've just got 2 actions because that might mean I'll do something a little different.
I suddenly thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep him up. Halloran's gonna die in a minute, isn't they? I'm gonna slowly just actually move closer. And then that's my go kind of done. I don't want to go too far.
Okie dokie.
And I'll just sustain the skelly. I'm just gonna move closer so I can do a spell in a second. Too far away where I was.
And then end of your turn, the skeleton gets 3 actions.
3 actions. I guess he moved towards him and hit him twice.
Yeah.
I doubt he'd do any magic because it's just hitting him with a weapon.
I think it hit last time, didn't I? From what I recall. Whether it did damage, who knows?
Yeah,
That is a miss. And a miss, yeah.
Poor Skelly.
Which brings it back to Kasha.
Okay. The thing I was looking for, I have a cantrip called Healing Plaster, which means I don't need a healing kit, but it is a cantrip, which I hadn't used.
Okay.
To answer that, but also I've just now established that battle medicine would not remove the wounded condition, which is what I was hoping to do with it. So I think I've got to. Do I heal Halloran? Or do I grab him and drag him away? I think I'm going to grab Halloran.
Yeah.
And drag him away. How far can I move?
Half movement if you are dragging.
Half movement.
Yeah.
So I think my current movement is probably
25?
I think 20. It is actually it reckons I'm wearing hide armor, although I'm not entirely sure that I am.
Oh yeah, because you're in animal form. Oh no, you're not.
No. I am apparently wearing hide. Yeah, I'm not. There's a bit of confusion because I also apparently have mage armor cast, and anyway, it doesn't matter. That's around 20, so 10 feet is the important bit for that at the moment. That's 15 feet, so that's 10 feet. So I'll drag him back 10, and then this is all kind of wall, isn't it? I can't really get.
Yes.
This is all okay.
Yeah.
In which case, then I will drag another 10 feet. And then, using the healer's kit, I will then just battle medicine him.
Nice. See if it works this time.
Yeah, so this is playing up. Oh, still on move. Target. Target him. Basic acro. Treat wounds. Exactly 1 token as the healer.
All right, cool. I'll do it for the moment, and we'll work out why that keeps happening at some point here. That is a conscious Halloran again. Halloran is obviously is on wounded 2, however. Oh no, that should definitely be wounded 1.
Wounded. No, I think it should be wounded 3.
He first one was down by a crit.
No, wounded 2. He should be wounded 2.
No, it's wounded 1. So wounded goes up anytime you come back to consciousness.
Yeah.
However, last time, basically, when you use heroic recovery, as part of the hero point one is I think I've got it here. Hang on. If you spend all your hero points to avoid death, you lose the dying condition, you stabilize 0 hit points, and you don't gain the wounded condition as you normally would.
So he had lost the wounded condition at that point.
Yes.
But he's got it back now. Okay,
Yes.
That's cool. Excellent.
Cool. Okay. So a conscious Halloran again. Adsalor,
So.
your turn.
How exciting. Problem is, I think I can do very fucking little to this thing. But I'm nothing if not a trier. And I've got a few arrows left. So I'm gonna... Can I do battle medicine on myself?
I think so. Yes, I believe so. The limit is, I believe, just that you can only do it to each target once per day, right?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to specify on
Yeah,
it that
I mean,
it's
you
for
can
other
treat wounds
people.
yourself, and it's the same. It lets you attempt a medicine check,
Cool.
same DC as. Yeah, I can't see him. Yeah.
Cool. In which case, I'm going to do a battle medicine on myself because I have a healer's kit. I do treat wounds on myself. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
How the hell do I do that?
Because you're in combat, should automatically recognise it's battle medicine.
Basic
It's on the
actions,
basic actions.
tree
yeah.
wound. Trained DC 15. Use selected action.
That's the point. Yeah, I never asked
Roll.
the casual to make it harder, did I?
No healing done. Excellent. I'm gonna use my hero point.
Nice.
Excellent. Brilliant. That's really irritating.
Amusing. I guess you're still also immune now from your battle medicine.
Yeah, apparently so. So that was fun. Then I'll take my last action and just shoot some arrows at the
One
wall.
sec, hang on. The second one definitely shouldn't have been a fail, right?
That's because I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, yes, so you did. Yeah, okay, right. Yeah,
So that's just 21 is a success. It then drops to a failure.
Yeah, I missed it for
Which is-
1. Yeah.
Fucking bollocks. So I will launch 2 shots against this guy with my last action. Not that I think they're going to do anything, but fuck it.
That one is a critical hit.
Yes! Criticals are important!
Test Darius's theory.
Ah, fuck. And then I do another one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was nearly a much better roll. So yeah, 4 damage.
Nice, yeah. You take the shot, hit it for 4 damage, and yeah, this feels like a fated shot, and you see it go past. And Darius, you're close enough. You can see this is like a really perfectly aligned shot. This matches with everything you had predicted about this being enough to topple this creature's kind of control on the fate around you. And you're still close enough currently. You are under that effect. You can feel it, Darius. And as the arrow hits and the creature sort of reels back slightly as it takes the damage, you feel no change, Darius. You can still feel that your own sort of luck and fate is being manipulated. Phelan. You were stunned 2 at the start of your turn, so you have 1 action this turn.
Oh, right, yeah, nice. Okay. I'll reload.
Nice, okie dokie. Halloran, you are conscious again.
I'm assuming where I've woken up is far away from everything, so my stuff.
I didn't bring the stuff.
No, that's fine.
There's the stuff.
Fantastic. Okay, I am not feeling great, but Phelan's feeling worse. I'm on the floor, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to get up. I'm going to not move towards the guy like last time. Move to the side of Phelan, I think, but sort of slightly away. Well, how almost dead is this guy? Barely almost dead. Jesus crumbs. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do because I want no weapons left, really. Why can't I move? Oh, there you go. I can move there, apparently. And then I'm going to spend my other spell to lay on hands again. I have 12 healing.
Nice.
Oh, that's a hole, isn't it?
Yes, but yeah, you're fine where you are. You're
Yeah.
good. You're good.
Yeah, I definitely scaled the hole.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I have 12 healing. And then, yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
Nice. Okie dokie. Right, this creature will sees you all sort of moving away. It feels this skeleton keeps sort of swiping at it. Turns round, looks at the skeleton, and just smashes down to the ground with its fist. Which is a hit. 23 damage is enough to kill the skeleton. That skeleton disappears. It then will... Yeah, it will then look down in your direction, Phelan. Looks over towards you, points out the hand towards you, then pauses for a moment. And you see as it spins the hand, it sort of pointed at Phelan, it turns around. And it looks up in this sort of direction briefly, stops. And as it does, you see coming out again, sort of coming out of the, sort of almost out of the forearm this time, there's Thomas's face. And Thomas calls out and says, "Darius, are you there?" And as there's no reply, it then looks around back again, looks down towards you, Phelan. And then as it looks down, looks at you back, and then the hand comes back, points at you, Phelan, and again just shoots out this sort of burst. You can almost see this like cacophony of faces move down the arm, then just burst out in your direction. And that is a critical miss.
Nice.
Darius, it's your turn.
Wow, that's a critical miss on a quite high roll.
Read into that what you will.
Yeah.
Two seconds. I'm just making sure I'm a distance I can cast a spell from.
Oh, I assume you no longer want to sustain your spell. Technically, you still can, but there's nothing to. There's nothing to do.
to do.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just going to go back one. And then, I was trying to think which one the best one would have been. Telekinesis projectile, does that still count as magic?
Yeah,
If it's
yeah,
an item
yeah.
hitting him.
Yeah.
Is there any like a button on the floor that I'm gonna fling it at him, like anything button shaped?
Yeah, you find a rock that is conveniently the sort of size and shape of a button, sure.
Yeah. Attack.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
I'm gonna hero point it.
Yeah. Nice. That's better. You can roll some damage. Does mean you're no longer invisible.
Yeah. I wonder if I got any like advantage for being invisible.
No, there's not.
Don't.
Would have been
No.
flat-footed, I think.
There are some things that can, and some effects that can add to, but
Yeah.
yes. Nice, 9 damage. Yeah, you pick up with your telekinetic powers that rock, sort of similar shape to the button itself. And as the sort of creature's looking down at Phelan, you see as those hands, so the faces sort of move down the arms of the creature, you can see the mayor's face temporarily, and at that moment you launch the button right into the arm where the mayor's forehead was for just a moment.
Yeah, take that, Mayor.
Yeah. Cool. Kasha.
Okay. Just going to check two things. Dropping the healer's kit, is that a free action?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And then secondly, attacks when in animal form count as magical, I believe.
Yes, they do. Yes. Yeah. If you're. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So in which case, yeah, Kasha. Oh, actually, I've got like a whole. He casts two spells in a turn.
As long as you've got the actions for it, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So okay, so I could. Oh, but no. Then again, I can't attack as well and do that. So. No, I want to move a little bit. Right. So yeah, Kasha drops the healer's kit because she will be able to other people.
Oh, one
possibly,
moment.
and then casts.
I've just noticed one thing based off what you were saying just now. You're totally right. That creature obviously would have been flat-footed, like off guard, where Darius was invisible, but actually it didn't seem to give you the. It didn't seem to do the effect, and it actually would have been enough to make that a critical hit, Darius. So that is not 9 damage; it's 18 damage.
Then Kasha casts animal form, and was the best damage. It's pretty good. Maybe it's the. Yeah, taking the Black Panther she had before.
Nice,
yeah. Which actually seemed to have changed her at all. And then she will then just move forward. I'm not going to move into combat with it, but I want to move enough so that it has to come through me to get to the people behind me.
Yeah.
So she sort of steps forward to there and is snarling.
Nice. Okie dokie. Adslaw, yours.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Sure, it was only just my turn. Well, the slight problem is my bow's just shit. Which means everything I do is a bit rubbish. And I'm outside of 60 feet of this thing, aren't I? 80 feet, yes. I can't use that spell. Can I, from where I am, I'd like to take 2 shots at this thing.
Yeah.
Can I do some form of action with my other 2 actions? Because it's only 1 action to 2 shots. Can I do something with my other 2 actions to try and get its attention?
Yeah, absolutely. You could.
I want to, in some way, try to piss it off enough that it charges straight at me, because I know there's a big hole between me and it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few options, I guess. You could do like create a diversion. You could demoralize it, which might makes. I mean, that certainly makes sense, and potentially, if you do successfully, not only you get its attention, but it has a wider effect on it. So maybe that. Or if you just want to spend an action just getting its attention, you can just do that. But yeah, demoralize might be a shout. You could do it for as an action, and you know we can say it's getting its attention, and potentially you get more if successful.
Well, I'm really, really great at demoralizing.
Are you?
I have +0. So fuck it. I've got nothing else to do with my actions. It seems to be speaking in common, doesn't
Yes,
it?
yeah, you.
So I'd assume it means it understands common. Boo. Too far. Is there a distance minimum on demoralize I don't know about?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, sorry, it's 30 feet. Yeah, I totally forgot that, and I've just looked at it. Yeah, there is a 30 feet limit on that. Yes.
Shit. That feels weird. I have a very loud voice.
Yeah.
Can I just shout at it instead of demoralizing it then?
You can say, yeah, if you just want to use an action to shout at it, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd much rather do that. I'll grab 2 arrows out of my quiver. I've kind of got them held both in my hand, very Legolas style. And I'm going to loose both of them towards this guy. But in between the 2, I just go, "Oi, you big purple bastard, come over here!" And hope that it pisses it off in some way. So I'll shoot some things at its face.
Yeah.
Excellent. I don't have a hero point left, do I? Bastards. Why'd you take my hero points for, Sam? Come on.
Sorry. Nice, there you go.
Have 1d6 of damage that it will immediately reduce to 0. However, I hope that I'm more like mosquito level of irritating that it might actually care. You never know.
I'd say you're
your
overestimating
your attack
your
is magical.
effects versus the mosquito. But,
Rude.
yes, your attack is magical, that is true, yeah.
It is, but it still has reduction against magical. It just has super reduction against non-magical, right?
Yes, that is true. It might have, the resistance might be less than 1.
It seems
Phelan.
unlikely, doesn't it?
It is your turn, Phelan.
Can I do things now?
Yeah, you can do all the things, it's your turn.
Okay, thank you.
No need.
Okay, well first apparently I'll change my thing to 2-handed. Then I'll shoot it. Oh wow.
That is a critical miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, right. Then I'll just reload, I guess.
Come on, Cormac, be less like me.
I'm sorry.
I've been asking that of him for years.
Wow.
Anything else for you?
That was 3 actions.
Really?
Yeah.
When you picked your weapon up, you would have picked it up 2-handed, right? You haven't done anything else with the other hand since. I can't see any reason you
No.
would have already had it 2-handed, to be fair.
Oh, well, okay. That's fine then.
I think it defaults when you pick it up. Most things are 1-handed, I guess. But yeah, unless you were like holding another weapon in that time, which you haven't been, I see no reason to say that you didn't pick it up
nice.
ready to use.
Okay. Then I'll shoot again. Still
Excellent.
miss. Nice.
Excellent.
Yep.
Do you want a hero point now?
No.
Okay.
Just in case I die.
Hanran.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna do walk like this.
Mhm.
And that's it.
Cool.
I'm probably going down again, but whatever.
Right. So, yeah, here's Adsalor calling out to it, grabbing its attention. Looks over in your direction, Adsalor. Looks at the distance between the two of you, working out if your shout is enough to grab its kind of focus as everything's going on around it. And as it's sort of looking, you get that arrow and it hits it for that one damage that may or may not have been reduced. And it wonders how much of a threat you are at 75 feet away.
A massive threat, huge.
And then as it looks over, you see in the sort of upper chest area, Thomas's face appears again and goes, That's the one with my uncle's bracelets. And it looks out, reaches in your direction, and again just sends that sort of that blast and almost fog of faces in your direction.
Yeah, but I'm way too far away for that, right? It's completely out of its range, I'm sure.
You are definitely 75 feet away, yes.
But
That is a hit
yeah, it is.
for 9 damage. And can I get a will save from you? Nice. You are not stunned, sir.
Absolutely fucking right.
So it looks over in your direction, sends those out, and then turns as it does that. There's then these two blasts. It looks down at Phelan's direction as Phelan takes the first shot with the musket and misses, and the second shot also misses. And it sees the attention down that direction, and then sees this black panther on 4 legs rushing towards it. And will do the same. Sort of points towards that creature and again sends that blast towards the Black Panther. That is a hit. For 15 damage on Kasha.
Okay, yeah, she can.
And a will save for you. You are stunned too.
Oh, this is keep the lowest, isn't it?
It is.
If I hero point that,
Yep.
it rolls 2 again, takes the lowest.
Oh no, you can't hero point it because it's already had a
Basically.
fortune effect on it. Yeah.
Can't hero point, it's a fate roll. That's
Yeah,
right. Okay,
yeah.
fine. Oh, bollocks.
And then with its last action,
Step over here, Kasha says through gritted teeth.
yeah, and as this creature, this Black Panther just calls out and threatens and sort of wills this creature's attention. It meets your attention and moves down in your direction, looms over you. Darius, your
Oh, I
turn.
get one attack next time.
After all this time, he is finally close enough. I will heal Halloran.
Nice.
For 8, and obviously he again he gets a +2 bonus for mental stuff as
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah, I've just put the soothe on the scythe rather than on Halloran, but that seems more
Did I
appropriate
get
now.
this? And then I might as well just shield myself. I don't know why I didn't do it earlier when I had a spare one. Just gonna shield myself.
Nice. Okie dokie. Kasha.
Wow.
Yeah,
So,
one action.
2 actions go to stun. And then the one action will be I will attempt to bite it.
Nice.
Target. Yeah, that is target. Okay.
That's a hit. You can roll some damage.
I will. Ooh, that's interesting. That's not the damage I was expecting.
No? What were you expecting?
I was expecting a D10. Cat, I may have read the. Oh no, it's clauses. No, it's okay. The wrong way. I had it the wrong way around. That's fine.
Is there any difference?
Doesn't matter.
On
Well, one's
they're-
piercing and one's slashing. I don't think that makes any
they're
difference.
the same. They're the same bonuses to hit. Just roll the damage for the
Oh, yeah.
other one. Oh, I think that seems reasonable.
Well, I don't. There you go. That's brilliant. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's my 3.
Nice, yeah.
What's my 3 actions?
Adslor.
It didn't go as I wanted to, as a plan there. But I've seen that Darius is able to heal people, and therefore I'm going to move closer to Darius.
Oh, what now? He's got something to offer to you.
Yeah, now he's actually useful. I can see where he is. Now move ever so slightly closer, just in case I happen to go down, and then sling another couple arrows. Because why not?
Yeah.
Actually, no, I can't demoralize. It's got a range thing on it, hasn't it? Of course it has. Great. It's going well. Like, I'm really, really chuffed with how my rolls are going today.
That one's a hit.
Here comes 0 damage. Yep.
Yeah, you sort of head over to Darius, with no selfish intentions. Take the 2 arrows and then just think, oh, you're so close to getting some healing, Adsalor. That's going to feel wonderful in a moment's time.
Darius just cast invisibility again and just disappears.
Sailing, it's your turn.
I'll reload.
Mhm.
I'll shoot.
Nice, that's a hit. You can get some damage.
Oh my god, finally.
Nice.
I hate this game. Then I'll reload again.
Okey-dokey. Halloran.
Yeah, I'm going to spend an action picking up the scythe.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to walk and hit.
That is a critical hit. You can roll some critical damage.
Oh, it's a critical hit, and that's the thing you said earlier, right?
It did.
Critical hits are good. They are deadly on your scythe. Oh,
But also, it was a critical hit, which happened despite the fact I was unlucky, which was a thing that you mentioned earlier.
yeah, you've rolled a 17 and an 18 on that.
Yeah.
Did you roll critical
you don't
damage
seem to have-
then?
No, I
I was
didn't.
about to say, yeah, it looks like you're missing your deadly.
Missing the deadly dice. Deadly dice is important.
Can I have the other dice? I know it's actually 14. It's fine. It's more, but there you go. 14 is rubbish.
So yeah, you hit it for 14 damage, and when you do, it also gains a frightened condition, thanks to your critical specialization. Yeah. And you can you can also move it 5 feet in a direction of your choice.
I guess I'll move it left. No, yeah, my left. My character's left. The right as you look at it on the map.
To there.
Yeah, towards the hole.
Nice. Yeah, you do that, and also it uses a reaction on your turn as part of your attack, and you feel as it kind of again that you feel that you got a really good hit there, and it could have actually been slightly better, and you feel that being stolen away from you and taken away from you.
Maybe the thing earlier, did you say that if we managed to hit a critical despite being unlucky that something good would happen? And if you did,
I said that Darius said that.
Darius, shit.
So Darius did a recall knowledge last session and gained the knowledge that getting a critical hit against this creature would turn off its ability to control your fortunes.
Shit, but yeah, sorry, but that was what Darius said, and we don't think that's true anymore. Damn. I got very excited then.
I believe it's been hit with 2 critical hits now, actually, and it seems that prediction from Darius has not come true.
It's a lie. Yeah.
However, maybe that makes Adsalor's information more likely to be true, or maybe that was also bollocks. It is this creature's turn. And yeah, it has just taken this really juicy die roll from you, Halloran, just now, despite your strong hit. It has its attention on Kasha. It sort of takes that swing at Kasha. Whilst that's going on, you sort of sneak up behind. You get that really clean hit, and it takes that and it just for a moment takes that away. And we've just hit 60 minutes. Who do I think? Let's give. We'll give a hero point to Halloran for that timely crit then, despite having been down twice, and still from the bravery to do so. And yeah, that same stroke of fake, it's just stolen and absorbed from you, Halloran. It then immediately uses and spits back out as it just takes a swing at Kasha, using your 18, which makes this an automatic critical hit against Kasha. For
That's bollocks.
50 damage. There is a trigger for your liberating step here if you want it, Halloran.
Quite a lot of damage.
That would, yes, it's 50 damage. If you use your liberating step, it will give Kasha 6 resistance to that.
Doesn't really make it much different. If you get a hit out of it, then it's worth it. Because 50 is the number of hit points I have when I am fully healed.
Yes, that damage does go through. Puts Kasha on dying too. And then with its second action, it will look down towards you, Phelan. It looks down at Kasha on the ground as it's done that. Looks at you, Phelan, and as it does, again, the face of the mayor sort of comes up into the shoulder, and then on the other shoulder, you see the face of Marta appear there, and she looks over and she goes, "Doom him like they doomed us," and it just steps over Kasha's body. As Kasha falls to the ground, and sort of the shape of the Black Panther sort of goes back into the orc form. As she sort of rolls through, it just steps straight over her, looms over you, Phelan, and takes a swing at you. And misses as it does so. And you just sort of step back and dodge as you see it coming in your direction. For now, Darius, it's your turn.
Oh, fucking hell, he's miles away from me now.
chase after him and just leave Adsalor there.
I'll go there and hide behind Halloran. I can't shield Halloran, can I?
Hide
I
behind
can
the
shield myself.
unconscious, on the ground, dying 3-foot-tall halfling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I will cast shield on myself.
Unconscious.
He's
Oh yeah,
conscious,
sorry,
yeah.
yeah, it was absolutely Kasha
Yeah.
just got hit, wasn't it? Yeah, sorry, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't return the favour to Cash to heal her because I don't have any healing left.
Adsalor.
So much to do, so much to do. I'm gonna move 40 feet to here. So it's 2 actions, and then sling some arrows because it's gone so well so far.
That's a critical hit.
Yeah, boy.
Nice.
Well, yeah, it just doubles the d6, doesn't it? Bastards. Second attack.
That is a critical hit.
Yeah, boy.
Nice. And then you can combine those into 1 damage roll.
Yeah,
So
which
that's
this button does that.
nice.
21 damage.
Yeah.
Reduce that, bitch.
You chase down, following Darius for no reason at all. Let loose 2 shots, and these 2, as this creature steps over Kasha, you let absolutely perfectly Lex shots. 2 critical hits for 21 damage. Phelan.
Uh-oh. This isn't good. Can I draw my short sword?
If you want to.
Okay. Do I have to... Oh, yeah, and then I'll sheath the thing, obviously. And then can I just attack it?
You certainly can. That is a miss, unfortunately.
Wow, okay. Yeah, that's my turn, I guess.
And as you do that, it will also it will use a reaction, and you feel again you had to take a decent swipe at it, and you feel it should be good, and then again your fate just gets twisted ever so slightly, and what should have been a good hit becomes about literally the worst result you could have got, Phelan. Yeah. You've still got 1 action left, right?
No, I sheathed
Draw
the
or
thing.
sheath, interact. You can draw something and sheath something at the same time.
Okay, and then I'll attack again.
Nice. That one is a hit. You
Oh
can
my
roll some
god,
damage.
finally.
Nice. Yeah, you take the
Yeah,
second
you-
swipe, 6 damage across that creature. Halloran.
Yeah. I'm gonna just walk up behind it and then hit it.
Yeah.
Oh dear. That's a critical miss.
That one is
Oh, it's just a
critical
miss apparently. Wow. Oh, it says just miss.
Yeah, you're right. That is a miss. Actually, yeah. We're just taking a look.
That seems mad, but okay. I guess that's the penalty's getting big. I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah. That one seems better. That's a hit.
Wow. Okay, fine. Damage.
Nice. Yeah, you get 7 damage through this time.
That's it.
Nice. What a strange set of results on your turn. Kasha, you are unconscious.
Ooh.
You can make a recovery roll.
I am
for me.
unconscious. I would love to. There it is. Recovery roll is that button.
Nice.
Easy.
takes Kasha down to dying one.
Yeah.
Then it is this creature's turn. Yeah, looks at you, Phelan, as you sort of put the gun away, take out the sword, take the first swipe. Like you say, it feels good, and then you feel that be taken away. You immediately just pull back again, take the second swipe, and as sort of Halloran sneaks up behind and swings the scythe into the creature also just swipes at you, using your own fated roll against you, and that is a critical hit, I'm afraid, Phelan.
Shoot.
For 58 damage. That does drop Failing down. And yeah, that's that. That also actually puts Phelan on dying free, because it was already wounded and went down to a crit hit. Did you save a hero point, Cormac?
I think so.
Nice. And then it sort of looks down, takes that swing, looks down at Phelan, and turns around to the side, looks at Kasha, who is unconscious and dying out, and then turns and looks at you, Halloran. And this time, as you stand, you are 3 feet tall, this thing towers over you, and just in its sort of again, one of these faces sort of comes out and makes itself more known. Almost, it's sort of on the upper thigh, just face to face with you as you stand alongside it. And this one, this face sort of stops out, looks at you, and this one is concerning. This is a face you haven't seen previously appear in this creature or from this creature at any time. Looking at you face to face from this creature's upper leg is Sister Meredith. She looks at you and she goes to speak, and before she can even say anything, it's almost like her face and the sort of shape of her face and her mouth and the structure just almost gets pulled back into whatever this creature is. And just for a moment she was there about to speak and then pulled back. And as you sort of take that in and react to it, the creature just swings its boot back, the same leg, that same one you were staring at face to face, and just swings a kick towards you. And that is a critical miss as it does so. And then swipes the hand across you as its last action. Which is also a critical miss. Halloran stands there like a badass. Darius, is your turn.
I'll find a button and I will heave a button at him with my telekinesis thing. At the right shoulder, I believe you said the last time the mayor was there appeared.
Yes, yeah.
And I will aim for that spot again.
That is a critical hit.
Roll damage. Where do I roll crit damage?
So with spells, it's just the same damage, and it just gets doubled. Nice. Yeah, 16 damage as you send that telekinetic projectile over towards it.
Cool. I feel like it's going to come for me soon, so I'm going to shield myself again.
Okay. Adsalor.
Boy, I wonder what Adsalor is going to do. Yeah, not a lot I can do to help other people right now without standing in front of this guy, so I'm just going to shoot some arrows at it. Because why not?
Yeah. That's a hit.
Cool, this is without doing my hunted shot, by the way.
Cool.
So I'm just shooting an arrow. It does 0 damage.
It does 1 damage.
It does 0 damage. Don't pity me. I'll then take a second shot.
Yep. That one's a miss.
Fine. And then I'll do my hunted shot to do 2 more shots,
Yep.
both with the full map.
That one's a hit.
It's a shame it's not. Shame it's not critical. Roll some damage. Nope, no damage.
That one's
And a miss. Well, potentially 2 whole damage might mean 1 damage went through, but I doubt it. Anyway.
Halloran, it's your turn.
Bonk.
Nice. That is a hit. Yeah, roll some damage. Nice. 9 damage go through on that creature, and as you get the hit, again, you feel it could have been slightly better, and again, it uses a reaction and takes your fate from you yet again. That 19 you just rolled, it's storing.
Yeah.
Run away!
No.
Basically, you've got to finish it off before its next turn. Though.
Yeah, I don't really have much. I can't really do a lot. Bonk.
That one's a miss, unfortunately.
Can I reroll that? No, I can't. 'Cause it's a
miss,
fate.
Yeah, it's fortune, yeah.
Fortune, sorry, yeah. Bonk.
That one's also a miss.
Come on.
unfortunately.
Oh, for tits' sake.
You lost some horrific rolls that round.
Yeah. Oh well.
A 19, an 18,
no-
and a 16. Yeah.
Oh well. Sorry guys, I'm doing as much as I can. I have nothing to have cash with, unfortunately. That's the problem. I'm done.
Kasha, if I can get a recovery roll from you.
I think Kasha is in better condition than Phelan.
Yeah, but I've already given Phelan some help, so I feel bad for you. You helped me a lot.
True. Anyway, right. Rolling a recovery check. Here we go.
Nice. Kasha stabilizes. Phelan, if I can get a recovery check from you, you are on dying free, so a failure here is death.
Can I hear a... Oh,
You can do that after a roll. So yes,
Right,
you
yeah.
you would now die.
Which would be now?
Yeah.
oh.
So you do die now unless you want to.
Yeah.
You lose all your hero points, but you stabilize.
Yeah.
You got a hero point.
Yeah,
he
I
has
did.
one
Yeah.
hero point, yeah. So yeah, you stabilize, Phelan.
Sick.
Indeed.
I'm back.
Your wounded doesn't increase from that. Nice. Okay. Right. It is this creature's turn, and it was sort of stood over you, sort of took that boot at you, which it's missed, swiped you at missed, and then you take that first swing with a scythe, get the real strong hit, and then 2 more, which both of them should have been. They should have been the best possible hits they could be, but again, just fate not on your side, being pulled away. And at the same time, the creature looms over you again, and this time it hulks, stands, leans over you as it looks down towards you, Halloran, stood below it. And yeah, it will take your 19 for a instant crit hit as it smashes down onto you. For 62 damage.
That's dumb.
That is...
Could be worse.
That is Halloran at dying free. It then looks over at you, Darius, and it's sort of... Phelan is sort of on the ground behind, sort of bleeding out, stable for the moment, it seems. Kasha stable, Halloran now just on the ground below as it's sort of smashed down. It's sort of, the fist makes sort of contact, sends the halfling down unconscious, and it looks up in your direction, Darius. And it looks over at you and says, "You next." Stands up, moves over, stands over you, Darius, now. And this creature, again, far higher than you, stands about 9 feet in height. And as it stands over you and sort of nears you, it just swipes at you with its fist. And needs to target you. That is a hit. For 24 damage. Darius, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move 25 feet away. And then telekinesis a button at it.
Oh, sorry, I completely thought you had shield up. You can certainly have used your reaction for your shield. It gives you 5.
Doesn't the shield just use one? It just increases my AC, doesn't it?
So no, there's 2 parts to the shield spell. It increases your AC, but it also then gives you access to the shield block reaction. So you can, as a reaction, you get basically it will soak 5 of the damage, but then you become.
Oh
you,
yeah.
You can't. The only downside is you then can't use shield anymore for 10 minutes. So it depends.
I'll do that because I don't think I'm going to be able to use it again.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so yeah, you should have 5 HP back. I'll give you it back quick.
Because I'm going to try and move hit on him now. And keep a distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, telekinesis thing at him.
That's a critical hit.
Thank God.
Nice. 16 damage. Then Adslor, it's your turn.
Yeah, it is. I've decided that it seems like Darius isn't interested in healing me, so I'm going to move slightly over here.
Isn't interested.
Did you not read the message I put?
No, I did read the message, but I've decided that you just don't want to. Then I'm going to sling 3 arrows at this guy, because let's be honest, what else have I got that I can do? So first one.
That's a hit.
Excellent. I really need a
1
striking
damage.
rune for this bow. No, it's not. Then I'll do my hunted shot.
When I
for
update the
2 more.
spreadsheet later, it'll be 1 damage. That's a
Thanks.
critical hit.
Thank God.
Nice.
And then I get 1/3 and final shot.
That's a hit.
And this damage gets added. Yes! 13 damage.
Nice. Yeah, you take the 3 shots. The first one sort of getting a hit, but you're not feeling that confident. The second 2, though, a bit cleaner, 13 damage. And as you do that, at this point, there is sort of a rippling, almost like a bubbling in the sort of chest and the stomach area, and all these different faces begin appearing and screaming out. Some of them you recognise, some you don't, and they all sort of appear for a moment, scream, and then just sort of fold back into this creature. Kasha is stable. Phelan, you are also stable. Halloran, you are on dying 3, and I don't remember if you have a hero point or not. I guess we'll let you roll a dice, and then we'll work out whether that even matters.
He used it to clear it last time.
That was last session.
Yeah, I've
Oh.
seen.
Oh, you have
gained
2
one as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You haven't used one, and you've gained a second. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
So you do die now.
I'll be using my hero points.
Yes. So yeah,
Makes sense.
I don't think it's ever. I think everyone's only had 1. So the heroic recovery thing is you lose all your hero points. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, no, I'm aware of that, unfortunately. but I didn't have much chance to use them because of, I guess, like this guy, it's much harder to fight him when you're melee. But I was thinking this weirdly. I think either Halloran would have actually been better, even if he had no armor, because he could have just ran around the outside and shot him. But there you go.
So the creature is looking over in your direction, Darius, as it was taunting you, and then those 3 arrow hits come in from Adsalor. And as I say, that last one sends this sort of like they're bubbling and rippling as all those screams sort of fall out and appear. It immediately throws its hand towards you, Darius, and sends out again that sort of fog. All those screaming and sort of the pained sort of faces in its chest immediately sort of move up the chest and down the arm and then just out in your direction through the air. For a critical hit on you, Darius. For 24 damage. Is enough to knock Darius unconscious.
Fuck.
As Darius drops down unconscious, the creature then sort of turns back. It looks down. There's Kasha on the ground, downed, unconscious. Phelan, downed, unconscious. Halloran, downed and unconscious. And then it turns its attention towards you, Adsalor. Points in your direction. And you see the mayor's face appears in the sort of top and upper arm, and then Marta's face in the chest, and you see Thomas's face sort of just poke its way out of this creature's neck, and you start to see all sorts of different members of the town, and each of them they look at you and they just scream.
Pretend
The
to be a tree.
creature steps in your direction, and the screams get louder and louder as this creature nears you. And it steps alongside you, and this 9-foot Hulk stands above you, and there are tens of faces all screaming in pain and desperation. It is your turn, Adsalor.
Well, that doesn't feel at all like any pressure, does it? Shit. There's no penalty to using a ranged weapon right next to something, is there?
Only if your weapon has the volley trait. Some weapons have
mine does
volley.
not.
Yeah, in which case...
Mine does not.
No, you're probably okay.
Well, just working out if I could shoot Darius before I died.
They're not healing you.
Was there a reason I've just gained a thing? An effect?
Yeah, because it's nearby you. It hasn't been for some time.
Right, and it can get fucked.
If it helps, it did make a difference. But when I did realise when it just attacked Darius just now on its turn, I actually did have it turned on itself.
He wasn't in distance to me. It should not have been turned on when he hit me.
That's not relevant. Incorrect, I'm afraid.
Does it look? We've seen this happen a couple of times. Other people might be able to answer. Sam might not because of mechanics. Is this an effect that is only in effect when you're near this creature? Because I've stayed really far away.
About 2025.
It looked like it was fucking with all of your rolls, but only
2025.
Darius actually, again, for the benefit of like the fact obviously we had a break halfway through the combat, Darius actually noted it, and I think Shane even vocalised it last session that yes, as you moved closer or further away, it seemed to be pulling at your fate. Yes.
Well. I'll move 50 feet over to here. Fucking just sprint away. And then I'm going to do a hunted shot for 2 shots of my bow.
Yeah. That's a hit. It's
a shit hit. That's my one that's supposed to be like a big critical hit.
That's also a hit.
Yeah, it's not fucking good enough, is it? 3 whole damage, and it has probably resistance 5.
Those rolls. That.
My
yeah.
bow is really not good.
You take your shots, you sort of pull back, you feel your own sort of control of fate come back to you naturally, take the 2 shots, both hitting, not the greatest hits, but they do hit and get some damage through on this creature.
Sure.
Casher is stable, Phelan is stable, Halloran is stable, Darius, you are on dying 2. If I can get recovery.
Darius used his hero point.
Nice. No, you're right. You're on dying 1. So yeah, you don't need your hero point just yet.
I haven't got one.
Oh yeah. Okay. That'll probably be fine. Yeah, the creature, and as I say, those faces, they're all screaming, Adslor, screaming out in desperation, and you sort of dash back, take the 2 shots, and the screaming doesn't even stop as you let the 2 shots out. And steps forward again, and as it approaches you, all that cacophony and voices and the screaming tower over you. Can I get, very briefly, Adslor, a secret perception check?
You may not.
Cool. And it takes a swing at you. Oops, that's definitely the wrong thing. There we go. That is a critical hit.
Yeah, I have 6 hit points, so... Oof.
Swings,
So,
heads over towards you. The screams absolutely overwhelm you, Adsalor. There is like every one of these voices is vocalizing pain and desperation, and it swings down at you. And as this sort of fist and this sort of shape of its hand, it meets your sort of chest and your torso as it goes to hit you, and it pauses and stops, and the sounds all drop out. Every one of the screams stops and halts. And one face sort of just comes out and takes prominence, reaches up in the chest itself. And all these sort of faces and the screaming, they sort of silence, they stop, and they form into one larger sort of facial structure in the creature's chest. Similar, Halloran earlier saw Sister Meredith's face briefly in this creature. This is another face, a new face you haven't seen appear or vocalize, even as all these faces were screaming. However, it is a face you recognize, Adsalor. This is the face of Gemric.
What?
And as you see it, and it swings at you, and it stops for a moment as it sort of makes contact with you, and you see this face that you haven't seen at this point for years. And it looks at you, and there is no motion, there is no screaming this time. It is motionless entirely. And for the briefest of brief moments, the edge of the mouth curls, and a slight smile, and then the contact is made with you. 32 damage does knock you unconscious and dying.
Even if I pretend to be a tree.
Even if you pretend to be a tree. Maybe more so if you pretend to be a tree.
Okay, I don't pretend to be a tree then.
Everyone else is stable, but unconscious, other than Darius, who is still at risk and dying. And you see that momentarily, Adsalor, and then the contact is made with you. Everything goes black for you, and there's silence. Can I briefly get Where is it? Yeah, cool. Darius, can I get a recovery check from you, please?
I pressed it. I don't want to. Oh, yeah, it's
No,
gone through.
no, you're good. Darius stabilizes. Adslor, can I get a recovery check from you? Nice. And then I'll take one more from you then, Adslor. Adslor? Oh, am I gone?
Actually, another recovery check.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It doesn't press it, you don't die.
Yeah, I don't know if my connection went for a sec. Everything went perfectly silent. Got okay, cool. And so yeah, you get that hit. You see the face for the moment there, Adslot, and then everything goes black. You drop unconscious, and then only moments later, your eyes open again. The creature isn't above you. That purple ethereal movement and scene and nature around you are no longer there. Adslot, you come to consciousness. You are laying on a wooden floor. You can feel the sort of wood beneath you and the sort of stability and the hardness of it. And as you sort of look up immediately, expecting to see the creature, it's not there. That purple ethereal location is gone. And as you look up, the first thing you see above you is a flat wooden roof. And as you sit up for a moment, Adslor, you sort of you stop for a moment, you look around, and you can see you are inside of that same room that you all saw inside of this dwelling, this hut before you went in. You sort of look around, you can see the other 4 members of the party. They are sort of dotted around the room, each laid sort of either flat on their backs or on their sides, all clearly unconscious, quite heavily beaten and damaged. And then as you stop for a further moment, you sort of look around again, and when you looked through that window or that portal into the dwelling before, there was just that single chair with the green cloak on it. And you see the rest of the party unconscious, and then you see that chair, and the chair is no longer empty. There is somebody sat on the chair, and it is somebody you recognise, you hadn't seen in some time till moments ago. And sat on the chair is Genrick or Genrick? Let me apologise for the pronunciation. Genrick, was that?
Genrick.
Wonderful. And Genrick is sat on that chair. And as you sort of come to consciousness and you look around, you see that, and then you see that, and you meet him. You sort of meet his eyes. He looks over at you. And you've not heard this voice for 3 years, I think, from my notes, briefly.
At least, yeah.
Yeah. This is a face you've not seen for some time, a voice you have not heard. And he looks over at you and he says to you, that was quite a beating. I thought you would have been stronger by now.
You can't be here.
And
That doesn't make sense.
he stops and he sort of looks at you and he says, "I'm where you should be." And then he looks at you, and the same expression comes over his face as you saw briefly moments ago when the face sort of took shape inside of that creature. And And the same thing, you see the sort of the corners of the mouth curl slightly. He smile, just this slight smile, and he sort of shakes his head slightly, and he says, "Fate will catch up with all of us eventually, and you can outrun it, or try to outrun it as much as you can. But eventually, it comes calling for its debts, and the interest adds quickly." And he stops for a moment, and he sort of looks around. You see, he looks around the room at the other 4 members of the party, all unconscious. And he sort of looks over. You see, he sort of peers over Darius for a moment, looks at the halfling body, looks over at Kasha unconscious, and then finally looks over at the at Phelan sort of laying down on their side and sort of wounded and unconscious. And as he looks at Phelan, he then turns back to you, Adsalor, and he says, "If you're going to keep going deeper into this forest, I'd break away from this one. That's only going to cause you trouble." And he stands up from the chair, and he again sort of looks around the room, and he stops for a moment, and he sort of kneels down alongside the chair, reaches into the cloak that's hanging onto the chair, sort of puts his hand into an inner pocket inside of the cloak, and pulls out what looks to be like a gold chain, like a necklace or a bracelet of some type. Pulls that out and says, "At least I can take this one with me." And he turns back, he looks at you, Adsalor, and he says, "One more bit of interest on my own debts, I guess, is worthwhile if you can make the time count." And he looks at you, and then you see he looks at his hand at this chain that he sort of picked up and taken, and then the chain drops to the ground, and Genrick is gone, and you fall unconscious, Adsalor.
Oh, fuck's sake.
One moment.
It's my least favourite way of being.
I've got one more least favourite than that, I think.
Lovely. Okay. One moment. Let me just roll one more die. Perfect. Cool. So. Cool. You. Let me. That makes sense. Cool. Kasha.
Mm-hmm.
You come to consciousness first out of everyone in the party. Your eyes sort of shake and they're blurred a little bit, and then you wake up. Scimitar Adslor did a moment ago. You are inside of this dwelling. You look around and it's dark. It is really heavy darkness, and there is no sort of sign of any light you can see. And your eyes adjust for a moment, and you can see the shapes of other members of the party all laid on the floor around this room. There is that lone wooden chair in the centre of the room that you had all sort of seen through the window as you approached, and no sign of life, no furniture, nothing else in this room. It seems entirely devoid, other than that chair and the darkness.
And just 4 other bodies.
Yes, just 4 other bodies. You sort of stop. You take that in for a moment.
Yeah.
And that's when the sound hits you. There are 3 voices you hear the immediately familiar voice of Kasha, you hear Halloran, and you hear Adsalor. The three of them, they are talking amongst themselves, and you hear this. There's clearly a concerned conversation going on, and Kasha kind of talks about, give them time, they'll come back to consciousness. They are all healthy. They are living, and you sort of hear it. And Adsalor's voice sort of breaks in, and Adsalor sort of immediately sort of kind of give reassurance to Kasha and Halloran, and you hear him sort of tell them that he's checked nearby. He says there's no one around. He says we've got time to wait for them and to allow them to come back to us.
So Kasha was starting to panic, but when she hears her sister's voice, she feels the most of that panic goes, and she will call out for Kasha in Orcish, probably. She'll just call out sister in Orcish.
Yeah, as you sort of, Kasha calls out, vocalizes. The three of you that have these echoes, each of them hear this and sort of react. And again, as that call goes out, the other four unconscious members of the party, the sound sort of, it hits your ears, grabs your attention, and each of you sort of come to consciousness. You're all in the room. The five of you are there, as well as the three echoes are all here, present. They immediately sort of gather around the five of you and begin sort of talking to each of you. And some information just to share for those that apparently weren't in this scenario or this situation. So the echoes, the other members of the party there, they tell you that you headed to the dwelling. Darius reached forward and opened the door, and the five of you all immediately fell unconscious on the ground and in some form of clear trauma, like shock, something. They tell you that they brought the five of you inside and have spent the last and Adsalor quickly sort of interrupts as sort of the other two sort of begin to estimate the amount of time that's passed. Adsalor is able to tell them immediately, and he tells them it's just gone 2 a.m. They've been unconscious for more than 12 hours at this point. And yeah, we'll pick up there. You all come back to consciousness.
First thing Kasha will do is making sure everyone was within 30 feet. She will cast Heal. Everyone gets the same healing as I remember.
Yes.
16 points back to all of us.
Unless they're undead, then they take damage.
Yeah, technically, that is technically true. Is not enough at his start.
Yeah, you all come back to consciousness. You are all conscious again. You are all at least somewhat healed,
Yeah.
or at least enough to be aware of your surroundings now.
What?
Go on.
What do the rest of you think about are going to tell the other three? Do we just start talking about what happened?
Did only real ones go unconscious and the rest that aren't real
We're both real.
stay awake?
Both Kashas say at the same time. But Yeah, but basically the question I'm asking is, if we don't all talk about it as a group of 8 or however many of us there are, 7, 8,
Yeah.
the then Kasha and Kasha will definitely will talk about it, but they'll talk about it in Orcish and Wildsong.
I don't see why you wouldn't talk about it with them.
Yeah,
I-
I probably don't need to hide anything.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we discuss what happened. Um, we are definitely injured.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. There seems to be no. You sort of the other 3 can tell you they've sort of checked over you whilst you've been unconscious. You sort of can check for yourselves. There are no physical wounds you can see. There are no cuts. There's no bruises. But each of you feel the sort of exhausted, sort of pained. Again, the 3 members of the group that remained conscious, they can sort of tell you that there was clearly this sort of pain and trauma sort of going on. But yeah, in terms of overt wounding or anything, nothing that you can see.
Okay. So that was real. What the hell was that? What was that? Dream? What happened?
The question is, what the hell is this? And the answer to that is probably Sam's hastily put together excuse to not TPK us.
No, we're back.
The only thing I'll say was not fully correct. No, there.
We will. I assume we're going to stay here for the rest of tonight. I'm just thinking about healing and stuff. Which is Kasha with the staff has got some healing, and I think the other Kasha has as well, unless she's used it when I wasn't here.
So of the 3 that remained conscious throughout this, Adsalor has been on kind of patrol and looking around the area, and is quite insistent and quite confident to everyone that there is no immediate threat. This is a safer place as any you're likely to find probably currently, in terms of somewhere to kind of rest up and heal, etc. If you all, so on a purely sort of mechanical level, if you all want to stay here for the night and don't want to immediately flee this location, you can absolutely do that, and we don't have to worry too much about immediately dealing out healing, etc., because you've got plenty of time to rest for the night. Unless, obviously, you're thinking, what the fuck is this place? I don't want to be here.
That would be Kasha's preference, would be... between the 2, they've got 4 heals that can cast.
Halloran, the one that was in the real Halloran, for want of a better word, doesn't really want to be here. But if the other Halloran's been here for a while, then I guess he's more likely to be like okay with it. Where are we? Sorry, can you just describe it again? It's an empty cabin.
Yeah, so it's this wooden cabin. It's a good sort of 25, 30 feet across each way, sort of square room. There's very little. There's very little remarkable about the cabin at all. There's no furniture. There are no side rooms or anything like that. This is one large room, almost like an outbuilding or something. There is this single piece of furniture in the middle of the room. This chair, which has there is that green cape, like cloak, which was sort of laid over the top of it when you looked inside of the room previously, which is what you had seen when you had looked through. There's actually, in the room now, obviously the other 3 would have seen this as you were unconscious, there's actually a little bit more around the chair itself than just that lone cloak. One moment. There are a few items dotted around. So there is the chair itself, and there is the cloak on the back of the chair, but there is also sort of leaning against the back of the chair and sort of leaning up against the cloak, and that you wouldn't be able to see from the outside. There is a bow, and there are 3 other items on the chair itself. There is some metal braces, and inside there is a pocket. The other 3 have sort of gone through this cloak whilst you're all gone, and inside of the pocket there were also 2 items. I can drop this here, I believe, which will allow you to see the items that are in here. Yeah, so you have the cloak itself. There is a bow. There is a set of braces, and then there is a vial of oil, and what it looks to be. There is a sort of gold chain, and on the chain there is just it's a feather, but it's almost like the feather is made of. It's almost like it's made of glass. It's an ornamental feather rather than a natural feather. Everyone's got access to those items, I believe, right?
Just to check, because I feel like I might be losing my mind or have really made an assumption here. Is this the same cabin that I woke up in whilst everyone was unconscious?
Absolutely.
This is the same cloak that Genrick was wearing?
Yes, yeah, the same cloak that Genrick reached into and pulled out that gold chain. This is the same cloak. And for your benefit, obviously, other Adsalor and the other 3 have been here the whole time.
Yeah, they were.
Whether you vocalise it or not, obviously, you might not tell them what you believe you saw or encountered. They certainly have not seen anybody else in this room with you.
Can I somewhat subtly look around and see if I can find that gold chain?
Yes. In case I wasn't too clear or anything else, inside the pocket of the cloak, there is that gold chain. Has like I say, that sort of that glass feather ornament attached to it.
Oh,
that is the breath of freedom. Yes.
Right.
A question for Adsalor or Jake, I think, to think about is that green cloak something Kendrick wearing? But obviously you don't have to answer that because we don't know about Kendrick. But
I think Adsalor is likely going to be honest here, and in kind of getting their surroundings for a second and seeing other people start pointing towards the stuff, realizing it's on the chair and realizing what it is. I go, this is equipment that I recognise Genrick would have used, right?
Yeah.
Or not?
This is
his equipment. That cloak and that bow are his, right?
Yes. For the benefit of the other Adsalor who's been conscious, whether they want to vocalise that or not, obviously, is up to you. They have been aware this. They recognise the bow immediately. That is certainly Genrick's bow.
Yeah. So I guess is anyone else looking at the stuff? I'm kind of going through it.
I think on a purely story level.
Can we say what we're doing right now, Sam?
Yeah, 1 second. I'll resolve this with Jake quick. But yes, I think on a purely sort of story beat level, and with other Adsalor having been conscious, you can probably have a first call on, in terms of if you vocalise recognising these items and what you want to do with them initially. I guess if there's anything here you want to have taken or not shared or told people there, I guess that is, I think just on a pure story level, it probably is fair for you to have a bit of a first decision on
other Adsalor won't have taken anything.
Cool.
Because they don't really know their place to be grabbing things right now, and feels rash. But when other Adzalor comes to consciousness, if other people look to be going through this stuff, they're going to pipe up, I think.
Cool. Sorry, Shane.
I was going to say Darius was going to go. He said he needs some fresh air, and he's just going to be outside the hut and leave everyone to it.
Nice.
He's just going to go and look at plants outside.
In the dark.
Yeah. I've got a light
Morning.
spell and cantrip I can cast.
So, Guardian, you think we should stay here, or you think we should move?
I'm assuming that was directed at me,
It was, yeah. Sorry.
despite
Much
not
rather.
being a guardian.
What
I
Pasha called you?
know. I will look to my other self, and assuming I get a nod of approval, which I think I will, mostly to move the story on. Yes, I will. I will reluctantly agree. I'm a little bit shit up by the fact that might come back again, but we'll see what happens when it does.
Okay. The Cashers expend their heal spells on healing everyone in one go, because that seems to be the most efficient. And then, assuming there's no random encounters and we get to the morning, I think we can probably get healed. But that won't give us enough rest to get our spells back, I assume, GM.
So if you guys are planning to sort of stay here for the night, similar to the previous rest, like you between various heals and refreshes you guys get, if you are staying somewhere safe for a certain amount of time, you're going to be able to heal. That's not going to be a problem.
Yeah. Can we get the? Can we then hit spell preparation and get us back? Or...
Yeah. If you'd probably to get considering the trauma and the situation, you're probably going to have to be here resting till sort of late morning, sort of at least sort of 10, 11 a.m. or something. But if so, yes, we can treat it as a fresh day. Yes.
Okay. That's what the Cashers would want to do. They want us, while they are eager to continue, they would also like to rest.
Okay. So I'll tell you what we'll do quick then. So we will everybody can fully heal, as you're going to take this chance to rest, and everybody can also do their daily preparations. So yeah, you can rest long enough to have essentially a sort of full morning, like a full rest, but it will take you right way through in sort of late morning. Yeah. Whilst everyone is sort of healing themselves up and doing a daily preparation, etc. Darius, obviously you step outside from the room. You sort of go out into the sort of darkness and into.
Oh, hang on.
Sort of,
someone at my door. You carry on.
no worries. Yeah, you sort of step outside and sort of take in the sort of night air in the forest, and it's quite dark. But as you sort of come outside, you can hear the sort of that stream, that small river sort of flowing by, and you can hear like sort of movement and this sort of the occasional sort of bird sound and sort of noise sort of all around the forest, etc. And yeah, you sort of take in the sort of cool night air, and your body is, like I say, you are not physically wounded, but you are tired, and you remember every moment of whatever just happened and that creature you just fought against, and everything that came with it. And as you sort of take that in and stop for a moment, your patron speaks to you, and there's that your head sort of itches slightly as the sort of movement starts up, as you've sort of got used to over time. And there's a slight sort of bit of movement, and it irritates you slightly, but you're used to it now, having been in this situation for quite some time. And the patron sort of vocalizes and speaks to you through your familiar and says, "That was way too close."
Yeah. Did you go there with me? Was I like somewhere else? It was just really weird.
Oh, I I was there. I remembered every moment of it.
Oh,
And also, I'm really tired of hiding from the rest of these. If we're going to keep this going, you need to find a way to let me breathe more often.
oh. You just talk quite a bit too much.
I talk too
Some
much.
people just don't like your stories.
Without me, what do you have to offer to them?
Oh, plants.
Plants.
Everyone loves plants.
Plants. And it laughs and it mocks you almost the same way it has the whole time. This weird sort of parasitic relationship has developed over time between the two of you, and it mocks you slightly. And your plants have no use to them. They keep you. You saw the wood one. You saw him come running after you back in wherever we were. He only wanted you for your healing and what you could offer him. And that's not what you can offer him. That's what I can offer you to offer him. You don't offer nothing.
I know. Maybe if you offered me more healing, I could heal more. But
We've been very clear on this. We can offer you more when you deliver more to us.
yes, and my knowledge is very grasped. I've shared you lots of stuff, and
Knowledge. Nobody cares about leaves and roots. This is... It's boring. It's really boring.
alright, when you learn new things, it's boring. If you're not listening to children, they're trying to learn. They learn stuff, and they just
When
they
was the
they start
last
fussing
time
when they don't understand.
when was the last time any child wanted to listen to you tell them about plants and herbs? Go on, when?
That child that was hardly walking fine, and I gave him some bits, and they worked perfectly fine.
No.
That young gentleman that had the itchy rash, when I killed that, he was very pleased.
And that rash was only because he couldn't control himself with that girl.
Yeah, but you said plants aren't good. The young'uns love them once they know what they're good for.
You have nothing to offer anybody. This group are keeping you here as a shield. What use do they see in you?
Wisdom. Wisdom comes with age. I know things.
And the
I do
tone
forget them
changes
sometimes.
slightly. Don't talk to me about age. If we're gonna make
yep.
this, if we're gonna make this a matter of respecting your elders, just remember who I am.
Well, next time it's sunny, I'll take the hat off, and you can feel a bit of the sunshine.
I want chances to breathe. I want recognition from those freaks in there for what I'm doing for you and them. I want each of them to understand who's in charge of this group now.
Wow. We'll get there eventually.
I want a chance to breathe. I want some sunlight.
Right.
I want some sunlight, right? I don't want to be hidden away anymore. And at some point, you're going to have to tell them, or I will. Are we clear?
I will definitely remember this when I wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, you'll remember it.
And this isn't the first time we've had this conversation.
No, it's not the first time we had this conversation. And eventually, you will start learning. Just remember, everything you have comes through me.
And I will repay you with stuff as well. Don't you worry.
When we get there, then we'll consider whether you've repaid me. Just Get me to the middle of this forest. I need to speak with her.
I know. You know, if you picked a young Sprogger person, you'd have got there quicker, but like you said, young people don't listen. Hence why you got me here. It's a mutual thing. I can take you further because you got no legs.
Just drop it.
I've got
Drop it.
old legs.
Drop it. I'm tired. I need to sleep.
Me too. I'll just check these plants to see if there's anything nice here, and then
They're just
we
leaves,
get some
mate.
sleep.
They're just leaves, mate. Right, fine. But tomorrow, I want sunlight, okay?
Tomorrow, sunlight. I will definitely remember it this time.
You better do. Fine.
Ooh, look at this. Look at this one. It has multiple colours.
And there was just that itch again, and that sort of slight irritation as he moves around, and he clearly can't get away from you currently, but if he could right now, just for a moment's peace and separation from this nonsense, man, that would be good. Everyone's rested.
Do we have all the hit points back as well?
Yes, yeah. If
Yeah.
you guys are staying in long enough, and with the various focus spells around the party, as long as we are somewhere where you are relatively safe and stable and staying still, yes, there's enough for you to sort of fully wounded, etc. Yeah, so everyone should be on full health, no wounded condition, and yeah, any daily preparation.
Yeah,
you can do as well.
Out of character, I have no idea what's going on with Darius, but I love the idea that he has a patron who doesn't really want to be his patron, but he's sort of stuck, and is actually less happy about the situation than Darius is.
Having spent time with Shane in contingency, I imagine that conversation that we just heard is very similar to his conversations at work when they're trying to get him to do something he doesn't want to do.
Well, it's what I have to tell people when I'm in charge, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, very good.
Has anybody got anything else they need to do overnight, or want to do, or resolve, or anything?
Yeah, I'm going to change some spells over.
Yeah, you can do it as part of your daily prep, absolutely.
Yeah, the cachers have done that.
I always
a
forget
little bit.
the spell preparation. There it is.
Yeah.
I think Adzor is probably going to do a bit of shuffling around with equipment with this stuff that's sat on the chair.
Yes, Halloran, can I have the staff back?
I don't have it anymore.
You're not?
I actually have it on my character sheet. I do have it on my character sheet. Yes, so you can.
Yeah.
Which one are you? Which one?
Cacher with the staff, please. Cacher
Items
staff.
Items that were dropped before
they just
people
call it the
returned to
cacher.
consciousness.
Yeah, they should be back with people. Yeah.
Sorry, did you decide that, or do I get to decide? Yes, they are back for people. Yes, fine. That feels overly punishing, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, well, that is a fair question, but yes.
Well, can toolkit, or you can toolkit. You can have toolkit if you'd like. You're better healer than I am.
Do you? I will pass you the healing kit back because your one is heavy and two you're more useful with it.
Am I? Are you not better with healing?
I know, but I don't need. If as long as I remember, I have a one action cantrip that gives me a healing kit.
Fine. Okay.
And technically a bonus. I think maybe sometimes. There we go. Got the staff. Pick that up. And
I have a spell question.
Mm.
Is it heightened, say, if I want to do my soothe, but do it at rank 2? Do I pull it on the rank 2 one?
Yes, you would have to prepare it in the morning at that rank, yes.
Cool. So if I say I get rid of that one.
As a witch, you have a list of spells you know, and you have a bunch of spell... I can't remember if they call them slots or whatever, yeah.
So
whatever spell you... So cantrips get heightened automatically as you level up, Any other
Cool.
spells are at the rank you choose to prepare them at. Yeah.
So if I do that, I've got one rank 1 soothe and one rank 2 soothe.
Yes, yeah, the weight is on your sheet at the minute. Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
cool.
you prepared it twice at 2 different ranks. Yeah.
Cool. I'm just thinking after that one, maybe I need an extra healing spell because that would be my patron giving me that back after that conversation. But 2 healing spells.
Is Cormac with us?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Everyone's sort of fully rested and done their
Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm so
rest
sorry. Yeah.
preparation, etc. Sorry, it's all good. You don't have to be fully rested if you don't want to, but I assume you.
Did I do the wrong one?
No. So by
Okay.
by natural, when you just rest, you heal a set amount. But you guys have all agreed to stay long
okay.
enough that you can heal to full. So yeah, you're all good. And that's just any daily preparations, which I can't remember if your character has any.
I don't think I have any.
think so from memory. To be fair, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I don't recall. Certainly, I don't think so. Nice. Okay. Oh no, hang on. Don't you get to craft? Don't you get to craft
I can
special
craft, like,
things?
bullets.
I think. Yeah, you got You've got your munitions crafter thing. Yeah.
Where is that? Oh, right here.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
should be a crafting tab on your sheet. Yeah.
Okay.
And at this level, you can craft. What are you level for? 6. You can craft 6 things from that list each day.
Okay.
Nice. I think, actually, potentially. I mean, I will double check outside of the session. I think possibly you should have more options now that maybe didn't get added at your. I think each time you level up, you should be able to add additional things. I think maybe we forgot that when you leveled up, but yeah, we can resolve that outside of the session. That's fine. Nice. Anything anyone else needs in particular, or we kind of sorted and good?
There we go.
Nice.
No, I think the only is one of the cachers, probably both would use Know the Way, thinking back to the place that they set out from, the I forgot what it's called.
Thornkeeper Circle.
Yes. And the main thing for that is that still in the direction we thought it was?
Yes, as you've got that magical ability to sort of understand your location.
Yeah.
And yeah, it seems you had this, well, a few weird experiences. This weird experience through the forest, this weird experience in this building, etc. But you still feel that sort of direction you were headed in, that northwesterly direction.
Yeah.
Still seems correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically using that to magically reorientate myself, just to make sure. Although
I will show you the map that I'm tracking and confirm that we're broadly tracking correctly. I know you can't do distances, I guess, but at least angles. And ask you if we're on track.
Yeah, it certainly looks to be. Yeah.
Cool. The other thing, and I'll leave this up to Adslor, I guess, is that there were some magical bits and pieces in there that I don't think we took.
he's just growing.
Yeah, I just realised we changed maps. So I've thrown them all on my
Oh yeah.
character quick.
On that, so Adsley, you said that you knew that this was equipment from someone you knew.
Yeah.
What did they live in Neelam's Grove?
This is gonna sound odd. Bear with me. But there's some interesting thought here for you folks. I think the last time I saw Genrick, who owns this bow and this cloak and these bracers, was about 10 years ago. And I thought they were dead. So I don't really understand how their stuff gets into Neelam's Grove. Because they didn't... we were nowhere near here when shit went wrong.
And you saw them die?
No. No, never saw, just presumed. There's a bit of a business deal gone south. And nothing ever came back on me from it. So I assumed that meant that he had taken the fall. And I've not seen him since. Now, if I'm
Were
remembering...
you separated on good terms? Or was he
Yeah.
hunting you?
Me and Genrick were very close. Genrick was who trained me to be a ranger. Like, I am capable of what I do because of him.
Was he like you? Sort of pointing at the stuff?
If by that do you mean my face?
Yeah.
Just to really make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Adsalor has always gone around with the hood up on the cloak and has kind of kept things covered and
But we saw him
but you
completely unclothed.
saw the uncloaked Adsalor and
Yeah.
so yeah, Adsalor's gonna pull the hood down. And again, full view, there is half of the face and half of the head is covered in like gnarled kind of tree bark. He goes, no, this happened later.
Ooh, are you half fleshy?
Not exactly.
I thought you were all leshy.
I'm
Are you not?
born a human. I lived 27 years of my life as a human. And this is what happens when you fuck with magic and nature.
I wouldn't do anything with a tree like that.
I think I like it.
It has its bad days.
Does it hurt?
It aches. It at times stings and burns. It's not something I'd choose to relive if I had the choice.
I take some blood samples and check some different things with plants. I can see my next book already.
I've been like this for 5 years and I'm yet to see or hear of anyone else like me.
Neither am I. I'm intrigued. I could do some nice experiments.
Well, there are two here.
And as
Ooh.
gone. As you are having this conversation, and as Kasha points out, there are two here. The other Adsalor has gone very quiet as this conversation's going on, and as you say that, Kasha, that Adsalor sort of looks over, and looks at you, Kasha, and turns and looks at you, Adsalor, and says to you, "How long ago did you say you? How long ago did we know him?" Did you say? You said 9 years ago.
Somewhere around. Yeah, I would say it's probably at least probably 9 years since we saw him. Yeah.
But no, sorry. But I don't even know who you're talking about. But he trained us. He trained me.
I would like to draw my short sword.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You do, and as you do, the other Adsaur sort of steps back a moment and says, No. It's nothing like that. It's hard to. There's something, and as it's like I try to remember being trained, and I can't remember ever being trained. In fact, I can't really remember anything before when. Why are there two of us? How? And Adsalor then sort of looks around the group a little, and there is this, not panic, but confusion, and sort of the hand reaches up to the forehead, and sorry, there's. Why is there more of us?
The have slowly stood up, or if we were packing up or whatever, but have moved closer to each other.
Eris just shouts out, both Cashers, both Halorins, what were your first childhood friend?
And the Cashers will both say whatever name comes to their mind first, or at least they will try to.
Yeah, and almost simultaneously, the two of them answer. And it's almost beat perfect, exactly the same time.
Yeah. It's worth again mentioning that the Cashers have been in the previous day saying at the same time, it's not been uncommon for them to do that.
Adslaw's the first one out the eco pod. So remember they said the timings about that.
No,
I thought Adslaw was first.
I don't think he was the first. I think Halloran was the first.
Halloran.
Halloran was last.
As Darius asks you that question, what's your answer? What was the name of your childhood best friend?
But it was Halloran.
Steve.
Oh, I don't actually have a name.
That's cool. It's all good.
Bob.
Halloran puts the answer out there, but the other Halloran doesn't answer. and there's a pause, and as you say the name, Halloran, the other Halloran, turns to you, Charlie Halloran.
I think,
says,
by the way, Tara.
yeah, and then turns to you and says, "Who?"
Our brother?
Oh,
You know,
Can I get other Adsalor and other Halloran? Can I get a fortitude save from each of you, please?
yeah, 1 second. Fortitude.
If I can work this out.
Is that,
Where
is,
is
it,
other
is that a
Adsalor?
save?
The stats
Yeah,
will be the same
save,
for
yeah.
either, so you can roll it from either sheet.
Fortitude
Fine.
save, yeah?
Yes, please. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, and Halloran, so
Can
yeah.
I hero point that to make it worse?
If you want to, you can try.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, you sort of you say the name, then you mention it was your brother, and then Halloran, the other Halloran's like, yeah. Oh, it was just for a moment. It was on the tip of my tongue and gone, but yeah. The other
Are you feeling
Adsalor.
okay?
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's I don't know. It's been a long night. Other Adsalor, you think back. You don't vocalize the question or the answer the same way that the others did, but you think back, or other Adsalor thinks back, and just can't get it. That moment when when the answer is right on the edge of your tongue and it hangs there, but Adsalor tries to remember the name of their childhood best friend and it's not quite there. And then, well, think of their face, but that's fogged and it's not quite there. And then tries again, goes back to who trained me, and it's not there. And then both Adsalors take 9 mental damage.
Oh, she.
And Adsalor, Jake Adsalor, you can remember everything perfectly. That's not a problem. But then, as you can almost see the internal logic and the movement of other Adsalor. The way their brain seems to operate is the way your mind operates. And you see, as he stops for a moment and is sort of like thinking things through, you can tell he's trying to pull at something. And at that moment, you have that intense, that absolute pulse in your brain, like the briefest migraine that just comes through and it's so painful and then it's gone. And it hits both of you immediately. And it hits you, and you sort of feel it. You sort of stop for a second, and then the other Adsalor feels it, and then as it's gone, goes, Genrick. It was Genrick. Oh. Gee. Oh. And Kasha, Phil Kasha, Halloran, Charlie Halloran. The both of you look on at this. You sort of see this situation, and the four of you look at your echoes, your companions, partners, sisters in your case. And there is a natural level of concern. It's
The catchers are terrified.
This isn't the reason you are all stood here in this room together is not natural, and you are all under threat. That's quite clear. Something is unnatural about this situation, and it can't go on as it is. And as you take this moment in and want to wrestle with what the next actions for the party and for the individuals will be, we'll call that the end of the session. And we'll pick it up next week.
Ooh.
Like,
Absolute, you were so
Quick
close to
question.
an absolute heroic win in that combat.
yeah, I figured that thing had not a lot of hit points left.
Yeah. Sorry, yes,
Dare I
quick
even
question
ask?
I had. I'll answer Phil's question first.
Yeah, quick question. Well, it's a quick question actually for Adsalor and Halloran. Do they show any interest in discussing this, the memory thing?
We saw something in the start, right, about this, about like having to have memory synced or something, right?
Yeah, because if they do, Cashers have got theories and stuff to say, which I'll put into Discord.
Yeah.
During
In which
the
case,
week.
yes.
I think Adsalor is perfectly happy to talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, they will. So yeah, Cashers have something to say. They will. I'll put it in the Discord. Carry on. When I say put it in
What's your
Discord,
question? Oh, you wanted to know how much HP was left, didn't you, Jake?
Yeah, I reckon add 3 hit points.
It would be a cheat to say, wouldn't it? I can't say. Probably one. Well, actually, I was about to say one more hit. Probably would have done it, but the way your hits were going, who knows? One more hit from most people probably would have been enough. Maybe it would have been a few for you.
If you weren't the last one left, we would have been fine.
I did. Well, I guess. Did anyone kind of work out in the end what was actually going on with it or not?
All I worked out was if I stood far enough away from it, I didn't have to roll twice.
Every time he stole a luck, his
AC and to
his
hit bonus
AC
dropped
went
every
down.
time, right?
Yes, yeah. Every time it was every time pretty much every time you guys were having any kind of the luck manipulation happening, it got weaker and weaker and weaker to the point that in the end, other than the fact I think Adsalor maybe Halloran actually rolled some nat ones, which made it a bit harder at one point. But even like extremely low rolls were crit hits towards the end.
Yeah, I rolled like a 7.
Yeah, didn't Charlie roll a 1 and still hit? I think actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I rolled a 1 and it
really...
wasn't a crit miss. It was just a miss.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah. Which means it would have been a hit, but it got downgraded by 1. Yeah.
So we were all running away and then running away. We should have run away a bit and hit, but I think we all just kept on running away, trying to like figure out what was going on.
Things we should have just kept doing things in its presence to get the luck effects used, to get the unluck used more, and therefore its thing would have dropped. But
I did try to do that a little bit. Like I tried to stay in his presence while people were far away because I can soak up hits, but it wasn't enough at that point.
I can
think
tell you
crit's going into you.
I can tell you one other thing that might have helped you actually defeat it, because it's not a mechanical thing, so it's not a spoiler. But there was, and maybe quite on brand, I don't know. There was a moment where one player swapped from a magical weapon to a non-magical weapon and attacked it. When you'd already established that non-magical weapons it had double resistance to.
Was that me?
Was that player Cormac?
Yes, Cormac. You swapped from your magical gun to your non-magical sword, yeah.
Well, I thought that you wouldn't be able to shoot it from being stood next to it.
Ranged weapons in Pathfinder, there's no penalty unless there is a trait on some weapons called volley, which will have like a distance, and if you attack inside of that distance, you get a penalty. But for the vast majority, ranged weapons work fine up close. Yeah.
Just FYI, by the way, in not next week, not the week after, but the week after that, the week of the 29th, I'm probably not going to play.
Okay.
Because I will be on the